What's up, Underground? It's your boy Young King the Prince, back at you with another episode of The Bio. Today on The Bio, we at Castle Studios, Soul Asylum, and we got a chance to link up with a talent by the name of Dvante Black. He's Grammy nominated. He's a studio engineer extraordinaire. Done work with the likes of D Woods from Danity Kane, Key Swag, Epic Records, and Young Jeezy, just to name a few. We're gonna go in and chop it up with the man for a little bit. Y'all stay tuned in, man.
I'm steady focused on how you learn it. My time is now, but one thing's for certain. I never turn my back and never close the curtain. Loyalty is a part of me and my niggas determined. Work, yeah, my niggas grind. Work, you ain't stopping mine. Work, yeah, we in this thing. Looking back, no struggle. I'm so determined, I'm focused. Set a goal, gotta reach my dream. Tell us all, man, I can't see it. I'ma stay talking king shit. Tuxedos and J's, tailor-made with the shades. Cuff link over the timepiece, and my cuff link, she a dime piece. Why I turn up like an X-Men? Wolverine, nigga, I beast. Moshep, CDG, that's the home team, so we all eat. We be getting it in, my nigga, y'all sleep. Y'all know what it is, nigga, y'all sleep. It's a cold world, so I muscle up and go Hercules. Y'all weak, I'm a trailblazer, trendsetter, intellect, yeah, I'm real clever. Ray Charles to that bullshit though, so I missed that. You should've knew better. If you know better, better do better. That's from the heart, homie, no play. If you talking foul, nigga, don't play. I got a whole crew with Bobby Bouchers and we do work. Here to show you nigga how to do work. Here to show them how to take the real world and make a dream work. Steven Spielberg, standing strong with my 10 toes. Dirty boots and them steel toes. Lay it down, hardwood flow. CDG to my kinfolk. You ain't know. I'm steady focused on how you learn it. My time is now, but one thing's for certain. I never turn my back and never close the curtain. Loyalty is a part of me and my niggas determined. Work, yeah, my niggas grind. Work, you ain't stopping mine. Work, yeah, we in this thing.
We here at the Castle Soul Asylum Studio in the Platinum Suite with Dvante Black. Man, how did you end up in a place like this?
Man, it was God-given. I mean, it's real strange how I actually met the owner. Met him at a friend of mine's birthday party.
Okay.
And we just kicked it off from there. And then I just always told him that, if he ever need me to come through and do something, just let me know. And then, and I was persistent. I was always like, yo, let me know. Even though I was still working out of another spot, but after the other spot, it fell through, then, I came over here to the castle, and everything else is,
Everything
classic,
That's the one goal, try to drop classics every time. I see y'all got the create, relax, create.
Oh yeah.
See the facility in here with the candles. It's
yeah.
nice, man.
Our goal is for it to be sexy. It gotta be sexy. If it ain't sexy, it ain't happening here.
Okay.
He strives on that sexy. That's his motto. Keeping it sexy up in this thing, man.
He did a good job with this one.
Yeah, and he built and constructed this place.
Oh.
Himself through his business. Yeah. He has a construction company.
might have to see if I can chop it up with him one day.
Yeah.
Okay, did you grow up in church, like singing, or was it?
Well,
but I know a lot of young kids, especially Black American kids, they grow up in the church, and the singing and stuff sticks with them for a long time.
Yeah, I was singing. That's the crazy thing. I was singing, but the way that it really popped off for me, I was in Christian Academy and Green Forest Christian Academy. I went to the elementary school. I'll never forget that. And I wrote a rap.
Oh Lord.
A rap, and it was funny. but it was dope, and it went far. And I think a lot of places still singing it. And it was like, give me a J. J, you got your J, you got your J, give me an E. No, it's when I think about it now, it's kind of corny. But I mean, real talk, that's how all started for me, you know. And from that point, I was just, you know, writing. I was just always writing, and I would always create melodies. And I just had love for melodies so much. And when I, you know, thought of melodies and I would listen to music, I wouldn't really pay attention to the vocals.
Right.
I'm listening to everything that created the sound.
The whole sound.
The whole sound. Like, listen to every little thing. Yeah, and then, you know, basically from that point, like I remember in high school with my friends, they would always try to come up with different melodies, but they used to always call me the melody guy. I used to be the melody man. I could come up with melodies out of anywhere. Yeah, you know. Cause
did you learn how to play any instruments?
Yeah, I played piano by ear, but you know, I still wasn't the best. You know, I wasn't the best. You know,
understanding the music theory that really, I think, turns the corner for a lot of producers, because to be able to find that melody, stay in tune with that melody, you know what I'm saying? Don't deviate too far. Now, sometimes it's good to deviate, but you don't want to deviate too far.
Right.
I think that keeps the whole sound together, like we were talking about earlier. Biggest influence musically?
Biggest influence musically? Wow. Right now? Or you mean?
I mean, you can reach back to, you know, say a Smokey Robinson, Temptations.
But see, my ear has never been there. You know, I like them, but that's not where my platform came from.
Okay.
My platform came from people who was just different. I liked anything that was different. That's why people used to, like when I was in school, like my homie Bobby V. I had this, that's my homie. You know, that's my bro. He's always say
Bobby Valentino?
Yeah, Bobby Valentino. That's the homie.
Small world, because he was at that Urban Music Conference doing an interview right before we went in.
Oh, okay.
Right before we went in.
Yeah, that's the homie. And he used to always, like to this day, he always clown me and talk about, man, I remember when you had them Bobos on in school. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I had the Bobos. What my influences, like, I always thought out the box, thought different. You know, I've always dressed different. Always.
I think that's a good quality trait of an artist.
Yeah.
To be different.
But I was so much like not an artist, but I was an artist. But I was so much an artist.
Elaborate.
Okay, I was an artist, but I wasn't an artist. And the reason why I say that is because as I was in these different groups, I was in, you know, in the singing group here, singing group there, singing group here. It was like I was always doing a little bit more. If it wasn't trying to make sure that we was getting everything done,
okay,
trying to make sure everything was right, making sure everybody on time, making sure this, making sure that, and the creative side, I was trying to always make sure everything was creative. You know, because I always thought out the box. A lot of people, you know, was kind of straight down the line. I wanted to leap, hop, skip, jump, break some. You don't
want to just be a rapper. You want to be a producer.
Yeah, I want to be this.
You know,
I want to be that.
That's a good trait.
I never really got into production, but I can co-produce. I have an ear for what I want. You know, if I was to create some music, I definitely know what sounds I would like. You know,
that's key.
Yeah, you gotta know that. You know, you want it definitely to represent, you know, how you feel, because you don't want to just go off of what the people are listening to. Even though if you bring something that's good, people gonna want to listen to it anyway.
Right.
You know, something different is good.
Yeah.
And a guy that I respect on different is James Blake. He's out of UK.
Okay.
Yeah, and also like Childish Gambino and what's the guy name? He got a mixtape that was that did really well. It was called Acid Rap, and out of Chicago. What's the homie name?
We're gonna look that up. We're gonna figure out who that
Yeah,
is.
man, but they are different, and that's what I love about music, being able to jump out there and just do something, without even thinking about it. It's just, I just love it. I love music. It's just you able to express yourself, how you feeling. You may not be having a good day. You can just all of that will show within what your music. Because if you're feeling sad, you're gonna write something sad or something that uplift you.
Right.
And that'll help somebody else.
So speaking on the music, we're gonna talk about the hip hop culture, and how big it is. It's like a conglomerate within itself now, because it affects so many different aspects, from news broadcasting, fashion, a very broad spectrum. So as far as hip hop, what do you think it is right now? Better yet, let me ask this question, because a lot of people got a weird vision of it. Rap, hip hop, what's the difference?
Hip hop is, I feel, is the lyrical content.
Okay.
The content is very, the content of it is different totally. Rap is more
Descriptive.
Rap now is more bubblegumish.
I would have to agree with you.
Yeah, and it's kind of weird because, like, you listen to it, and it's like, what are you saying? But at the end of the day, I like the bubblegum. Some of the bubblegum can be kind of, it rides along. Some of it rides along, you listen to it a couple times, you be like, okay.
It's catchy.
Yeah, it's kind of catchy. And that's the bubblegum music. I mean, hey, it is what it is.
Another guy explained it to me, another artist we spoke with, he said that rap was the part of hip hop, you know what I'm saying, that was the smaller version of the big thing, because with hip hop you gotta cover, you know what I'm saying, lyrics got to be real, you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
It's hip hop is
heartfelt,
like soulful rap.
Yeah, it's just like you speaking to somebody's soul,
right?
Just like what neo soul.
Right.
Neo soul music is for your spirit and like for your heart. It kind of heals you. Versus R&B is more like, I just want to make love to you all night long. You can do that with neo soul too, but it comes across differently.
Yeah. It ain't a spiritual feel.
Like neo, like a neo soul joint. Like a Eric Roberson, or you get Dwele.
Yeah.
And then Bobby V. He on that tip now with that Peach Moon project he got.
Peach Moon.
Yeah, he got his new album on iTunes called Peach Moon. It's crazy.
I'm gonna have to check that out, man.
So
you get in the studio,
right?
You working? Is it a Mr. Black, we want it to sound like this? Is it a here, Mr. Black, and they turn around and leave, do your thing?
Okay. Well, my situation is a lot different, and I thank God for that too, and I thank God for all of it. Yes. Everything. Without Him, it wouldn't be possible for me to be where I am. Sitting right here in front of you. But a lot of times people just send me stuff by email.
The digital age.
Like I said, email. Yeah, you know, I get a lot of, like, 90% of everything I get is via email.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is it limited to just say rap and hip hop, or do you do any rock?
I do all genres.
All genres?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, all type. Yeah, I've been able to tap into all of that.
So the Grammy nomination, what year was this? Can you
2012.
2012. Okay.
Yeah, 2012.
I know in the Grammys they got 20,000 different categories.
Yeah, and I've been blessed to have been put under 2012, and there was other projects that I did that was in that year that I found out at the last minute, which was dope still, because, you know, and people don't know, independent artists rule the Grammys. There are more independent artists that are nominated for Grammys than there are mainstream.
Didn't know that.
Yep.
Did not know.
And I got a bunch of them bad boys on there. It was I was just like, wow. I didn't even know. I was just like, whoa. Yeah, it was amazing. But yeah, D Woods project, yeah. You know, it was stuff like on Jeezy.
Okay.
Yeah, man. It's always been a blessing to be put in certain situations. You know, sometimes I get put in situations that I don't even know I'm in, and I just do the record. Like, I've done so much stuff, like on the Love. I've done stuff on the Love just to get to where I wanted to be, you know. When I worked at other spots, you know, I did records for this person, that person, this person, you know, and I did it on Love, you know. Sometimes you have to crawl before you walk, and that's just how it is, you know.
It's part of the networking process.
Yep. And I had to do it, you know.
Okay.
And I did it, and I have no shame about it. But one thing I can say, the accolades are very, I have no issues with that.
Okay, so speaking of the Grammys, we just recently had the Grammys.
Right.
Matter of fact, I think I talked to you that night.
Yeah.
You said you'd rather be at the Grammys tonight. You had to go do a panel.
Yeah, I had to do a panel it was an event called The Panel.
Okay.
At Threads Boutique that I did, which was a great panel. Yeah, and the engineers there I never met before that I we definitely we all agreed to disagree on a lot of things, because a lot of people think, you know, mastering, you just having presets, which is not true, you know. So the way I do it anyway, it's not like that.
So that's my next question. Break down the science. When you listening to a track, you start with the vocals, you start with the instruments, you know the equalizers, like.
Well, usually with mastering, when a person sends me over actual wave file, you know, I decipher it just, you know, by listening to it, and, you know, just because of my ears, you know, your ears have to be trained.
Yeah.
That's why they always tell people, most people who mix don't master, or most people that master don't mix. But then you got some people who do both, which is fine. But it's not that sometimes it can clash and won't be as tight as it should. But you know, mastering is a very, very important part of a record. Sometimes people don't get their songs mastered. The reason why is because most of the time it's for mixtape, or they'll just do it to get it out there. They'll get it pressed up enough so it sounds good for radio, and then once it gets to the album or in the store, you know, they want to get it mastered. So once they play it, you know, that is still hitting like it's supposed to, like real nice in the clubs.
Yeah.
You know, everything's perfect. Those compressing, make sure everything is real tight, not too much and nothing. You want everything to be even to complement itself. You want the record just to be on point, you know. And I enjoy that, and I enjoy mastering it because, oh, go ahead.
It's a fine tuning process. Like
yeah, you really gotta.
So if you get the track, the file may be this big. What you do, you compress it down.
Well, not really compress it. It's like different ways you can do it. You know, my ways is a little different. You know, because I'm very, I'm passionate, and I kind of like break stuff down. You know, on how I actually master, because I like to take a file and then I'll, listen to it. Then I have my own little way of how I like to do little things here and there. I don't want the world to know. That's my thing.
Got a patent.
You know what I'm saying? My thing. My thing on point. It's that Soul Asylum Studios thing. You can't get that. And I've done a lot of songs for a lot of major artists, especially in the past 2 years, 3 years. I've done some big records, and they still haven't dropped yet, but hey, the way that it works, that stuff takes time.
Yeah, hurry up and wait, that's what they say.
Yeah, so that's just how the industry is. It runs through a certain people, that certain people have to decide, do they want it to go out, blah, blah, blah,
So, how long have you been doing the music, and where do you see yourself over the next 5 years?
I've been doing music for over 13 years.
Okay.
Over. Professionally.
Professionally? Okay.
Yeah. Where I see myself in 5 years.
Gonna get that Grammy.
Definitely gonna have a Grammy before then. Yeah, gonna have that bad boy sitting right here.
Next time we do it. Anyway.
Yeah, sitting right there. Man, in 5 years, I see myself kick back, watching my daughter take care of me.
Hey.
You want me to tell you the reason why I say that? Because, I work so hard now for her and my family,
And it's respectable, especially with young men today, because there's a lot of people that don't see things that way, we'll say.
Yeah. Yeah, my daughter always tell me, Daddy, I'm going to take care of you. Because she wants to be a lawyer.
A lawyer?
Yeah.
She should be able to take care of you.
I know. So she likes to come around and learn what she can learn, because she says she wants to be a owner. She didn't say she want to work for someone. She want to be an owner.
That's a very, very interesting statement there, because part of the movement that we're involved with is trying to get the young kids, the younger generation, to think ownership. Like, I want to start my own business, not I want to go work here.
Right.
Because in the end, you're working for somebody, you're still working for somebody. Why not work for yourself?
Right.
And like engineers, artists, music, to me, those people work for themselves unless you sign the deal with the big boys.
Right.
Then
you gotta do what they tell you.
Yeah, then you gotta do what they tell you. As far as a few key things that you would want the world to know about you, they don't know about you. In a sense, we already know you have a daughter that wants to be a lawyer, so that's one thing I know nobody knew.
Right. Man, a lot of people think I've always had it PG. That's not true. I grew up in foster care. And I grew up without my mom at a young age. My biological mother got killed, you know, and you know, with all of that, that kind of.
Do you think that influences your drive?
Yeah, that's part. Yeah, that's yeah. My biological mother, she was a go getter, cause when she put me up for, put me into the system. You know, she had her reasons, and I respect her reason. You know, I respected her reason. I'm glad she did what she did. You know, I didn't understand it then, but like now I understand, because she knew at the time she couldn't take care of me, and so she knew that me going into the system would be the best route. You know, which it was hard to deal with, going from shelter to shelter, from group home to group home, foster home to foster home, because you know, I've been in so many foster homes before I got to my adopted mother now. You know, I was in over 30 different foster homes, you know.
Wow.
And so it's like, a lot of people don't know that about me, you know. And I've always had issues with dealing with, you know, some of the past things. But, you know, by the grace of God and by the grace of just Him looking over me all these years and just blessing me and putting me around good people, great people, you know, because, you know, I wouldn't be able to do it without Him. And, you know, it's like sometimes people ask me, why don't you cry? Why don't I ever see you cry? Why you just always just like, I'm like, it's nothing personal. It's like I've cried so much. People understand, like, when you go through certain things when you're young and you just always crying and you cry and you just cry and you just cry. It's like now it's like those tears, it's like I've already cried those. I've already had those moments when I just broke down and I just said, oh, should I take my life? Should I do this? Should I do that? I've been there. You know, I've been there. And God kept me from doing anything outrageous to myself, you know, and, you know, the music and the fam and my friends, you know, my friends kept me, like, one thing I can say is, like, friendships are very important.
Do you have any friendships with any of the people you grew up with in the foster homes today?
Yeah. Well, we still call each other brother and sister.
Okay.
You know, her name is Sharonda, and she's always, you know, I've always been her big brother. You know, I've had to protect her all the time. Oh, yeah, you know, I had to protect you, girl. But yeah, she always been around. You know, she's still my sister, and I, you know. And you know, like my brothers, they're not my blood brothers, but since man, it's years since we were about 16, 15, 16. My bro Jamal and his brother Larry, we've been through it all together. I mean, from us fighting all the time, because we used to sing together too. We used to have, man, we done had so many different names. We was called Undecided at one time. We was called, what was that? DLJ, Dvante, Larry, and Jamal. But one thing they couldn't do, they couldn't take us, man. We used to sing up something, boy. Yeah, we was also perfectionists, man. We would clash all the time. And it's so funny. You know, thinking about it now, I was like, we were just so passionate about it.
So do they still do music?
Yeah. Jamal, he's been in Tyler Perry Plays.
Okay.
Yeah, Tyler Perry Plays. He's in a band now. He's doing great, man. You know, that's my bro Ham. You know, I love him. And the same thing with Larry. He's doing plays and acting in movies. I know he's gonna be in a Will Smith movie coming out, I think this year or next year. Yeah, he's supposed to be in Planet of the Apes, the new one. Yeah.
So that's big.
So we all you know, pressed on and keeping God first, and then, you know, family.
You gonna dibble and dabble in any other?
Oh, I have.
Areas?
Yeah, I done act. Man, I
You
done
done
act. Yeah, I act, man.
So what were you in?
I've been in a couple of plays. I've been in some plays, man. They be playing them crazy people. They be having me in there acting funny and stuff. Having me look halfway like Mr. Brown. Everybody always talking about I look like Mr. Brown. Do I look like Mr. Brown? Do I look like Mr. Brown? Man, yeah.
But it's all the art, man. I think it's all the art form, and me personally, I got respect for any kind of art, whether you acting, singing, drawing, making tattoos, you know, whatever. I asked you about your future in 5 years. I'm gonna ask you about the music in 5 years. Do you think it's gonna change, or you think we in a rut? Because you know, a lot of people say hip hop is dead.
Nah. You want me to tell you who about to bring that back?
Who is that?
Nas.
I already knew what you was gonna say.
That album about to drop. It's supposed to be Illmatic
2?
Yes.
What's the release date on it? You know?
Supposed to be probably in the summer.
I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
I know it's a few artists from where, you know, down in West Georgia that they making a little noise. That's why I don't see it as dead. I see it as it got flooded with the bubble gum to where people saw they could get a check. Make a little quick catchy song. So we hustlers in the South, so everybody jumped on to it. But I think with the bigger names starting to be more dynamic and less bubblegummy, it's flooding out the whole bubblegum era to where the audience is getting smaller for that. Like people still want that bounce from the South, but they need that content too.
Yeah. Content is very important. Yeah, that's very important. Yes.
So one of the questions on the blog we got, it's a survey on there, and it asks, you know, what's the key points of a track? And you got like the beat, the content, you know, the ad libs, because you know some people just get hot off saying, yeah, what?
Oh yeah.
You know, the versatility, the delivery. Is it a package?
It can be a package, but you know, it depends on what the person used to, because you could be used to like the beat. Like usually with me, I think the beat and the hook is what's important. But the music for me gotta be mixed right, because I'm gonna be listening to it different. I listen to the music differently.
That's what I was gonna say.
You know, so but I definitely I think the music, the beat, the actual track, and the hook, those are like key things, because the hook, that's what's gonna keep you.
That's what's gonna make people sing in their car.
Yeah. Because a lot of times, a lot of people repeat the verse twice.
You know?
They just repeat it differently.
Yeah. You never really think about that until you actually start breaking down what goes into a song. Because, you know, I do some work with some artists. We got a team. Shout out to CDG. And recently, by dealing with, you know, meeting you, talking to you, trying to understand where you coming from, it influences our work, because now we got to make sure if we do business with you, we got to give you a good canvas for you to do your work on.
Right, a good mix.
Yes, we got
that mix right. If your mix is on point, it makes a mastering engineer's job so much easier.
So when you say the mix, and you mean just like
the levels, the actual mix of the person mixing the vocals.
Okay.
You know, the beat, making sure like the overall sound is, you want it popping, you want it to be crispy. When you hear that beat drop, you're supposed to hear it drop.
Okay.
You want to hear it. You want to hear every intricate part of that song. You want to be able to notice those different sounds in that track.
Like
them little things count. Because if you listen to a Drake beat or like a Kendrick Lamar, if you listen to how those songs are mixed, it's crazy. Like we got a dope mixing engineer. We got 2 dope mixing engineers. We got H engineered it and Flo. Crazy. I mean, they mixing stuff for Rocco for doing stuff for Quez of Travis Porter.
Okay.
Both of the guys from Travis Porter. Oh man, T.I. We got stuff on T.I. We actually got plaques for days. We just stuff ain't in here. But
you ain't gotta.
Yeah, we don't flex.
You gotta broadcast.
We flex, but we don't flex. We just do work. we get it in. We get that work in. Yeah.
I think that's really what separates anybody who has any part in this industry. How hard you work. And
right.
Like you said, right now you working hard, for the love and for your daughter. So to work hard, you gotta have a reason, and the motivation gotta be more than money.
Right.
And from there, I think the sky's the limit, man. I see you got a lot going on in a wonderful studio. All I can do is give you props, man.
I appreciate it.
I appreciate you sitting down and chopping it up with us. Any projects you're working on right now? I know it's copyright infringement laws that prevent you from disclosing any certainties, but can you give us some vague information?
What I can say is that look out, summertime.
I guess that's vague enough, huh?
Summertime.
So
summertime.
You heard it here. Mr. Black said, look out for the
summertime. Team Soul Asylum Studios group. We are in the building. It's going down. Summertime is, man, when I tell y'all, this summer is going to be crazy. Soul Asylum Studios group, we all over the place.
I saw a thing on Twitter. It's a black t-shirt mob or something like that.
Yeah, that's a mob style production.
Is that the beautiful automobile we see outside?
Yeah. That's the company car.
I know if
mob style production.
I know if my wife was here, she'd want to take a picture in that car.
Oh yeah, we have a lot of stuff going on this summer. We do the car shows.
Okay.
We do all of them.
Really?
Last year we did so many, I can't even remember how many. Yeah, we do all the car shows.
Hopefully this summer, VerbalizeHipHop can get some footage of some of those car shows.
Oh yeah, definitely. We'll definitely like you all to come out. Mr. Raphael Capone is very.
I follow him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's a great guy. He's a visionary. He believes in his staff.
That's
and that's like key. He's always talking about education is first. He educate everybody. He's not trying to hold everything to himself.
Yeah.
Like he don't have to come in here and show the intern exactly what he does as a track and engineer, mixing engineer. He doesn't have to do that. He don't have to show his stuff, but he does that.
He takes the time.
He takes the time to sit with them. Like he has like 150,000 different things that he can be doing, but he actually comes down and actually talk and be a mentor. Yeah, because one thing that H always says that he's his mentor, and I think that applies to all of us because he's a great guy. He's always, you know, trying to help, you know, motivate us and keep us, you know, always keeping us motivated. And like a lot of stuff that I wasn't doing before that I do now, I got from him. Mm-hmm. You know, so it's a lot of stuff that I know that I'll learn from him. Yep.
Yeah, they say all the great artists mimic artists before their time to some degree. So I can.
Yeah, he's a That's the man.
So what's your vision like when people say, you know, they say that's a Timberland track, that's a Dr. Dre beat, that's, you know, that's a Kanye beat. What's the slogan that's gonna be tied to Dvante Black when they say that's his work? What can they expect?
I mean, what they can expect on my mastering, it's gonna be, I mean, it's really hard to really tell on, everybody don't know what mastering is. Right. Like, I mean, on the point where how it's supposed to sound, or how, because some people don't even know how their mastered song's supposed to sound. They just know it's supposed to be louder. A lot of people think mastering is loud. That does not mean your song is mastered just because it's loud. That's not mastered. It's just loud. Okay? Yeah, but that's like a tip that I put out. Like, just because it's loud doesn't mean it's little things. It's little things you got to pay attention to. Yeah, and it's so funny.
So it's the fine tuning.
Yeah, you gotta. The overall, you dealing with a lot when you're mastering.
So you're gonna if they do work with Dvante Black, they get quality.
Yeah, they gonna get my time. You know, my turnaround time is fast, but within that time, I'm really working on it. Okay. It's not I'm sitting here just thinking about it. I'm working on it. It's being worked on. Yeah.
How long you think it take you to master the average track? I know some take longer than others, but
with my ear, you know, I can master a few within 30 minutes. Okay. Depending on, you know, the mix.
That's why you're Grammy nominated, huh?
Anything I did to it, that's how
These hours are so I want to show.
that's the difference between me and that.
Ain't no point in me.
This is how I sound regular.
Ain't what I do.
It's so much more sound. Like it's louder, but it's louder than all else.
These hours are so I want to show. Man, fuck these hours, 'cause all I want to show. Ain't no point in me lying. Ain't what I do. You know they be on it. I may not to you, girl, 'cause you know how I want it. I said, fuck these hoes, 'cause all I want is
Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. How long it take you to do that? 15 minutes?
Huh? Nah, that took you longer. Yeah. Alright. Yo, this is Dvante Black of Soul Asylum Studios group. We are in the Platinum Suite, world famous Platinum Suite. Yeah, Google us. Yeah, I'm serious, man. I'm dead. I'm trying to tell you, okay? All right, but you're tuned in to VerbalizeHipHop. Make sure you check them out. Hey, this is certified Dvante Black. Yo.
I'm steady focused on how you learning. My time is now, but one thing's for certain. I never turn my back and never close the curtain. Loyalty is a part of me and my niggas determined. Work, yeah, my niggas grind. Work, you ain't stopping mine. Work, yeah, we in this thing. Looking back at the struggle we done overcame. Work, yeah, I'm in my zone. Work ethic elevated, yeah, I'm going strong. Sacrificial, took a gamble like a paradise. Lose it all and recoup all in the same night. Work, loyalty, that's how a nigga move. With my day one niggas lames, I disapprove. Yeah, ain't no squares in my circumference. Constantly breaking bread because we stack it in abundance. Young king, it's something to eat. Surrounded with elite niggas. We been in motion, now it's time to flood the streets, nigga. Yeah, and we bout to make a motion picture. Tell the bartender to go and bring another picture. Focus on how you're learning, and I'm so determined. Don't close the curtain, the show ain't over, nigga working. Yeah, and I'm grinding like never before. It's my time, it's never been yours. Humbled by the struggle, boy. I'm steady focused on how you